welcome. It's a little over 6:15 p.m. Cameroon time. It is news time on Canal International, coming to you live from Douala. Thanks once again for the privilege of your company going forward. Right ahead, a sneak peek into tonight's content. Here's Gladys Ambon Debang with the headlines.
A pregnant woman and her 2 children have been reduced to ashes after violent flames swept through her compound in Gaundare. 2 of her neighbors who attempted coming to rescue the victims were also instantly consumed by the raging flames. While investigations are ongoing, accusing fingers are blaming the mishandling of diluted fuel. And our special package tonight delves into the rising frequency of fire outbreaks across Cameroon, and especially in the urban areas. From private homes through public offices to the markets, all are vulnerable. A report partly blames the recurrent fire accidents on poor material used in electrical installations. And beyond Cameroon, we move over to the Vatican, where reports indicate that Pope Francis remains in critical condition as he battles pneumonia in both lungs and mild signs of kidney failure. The 88-year-old pontiff, hospitalized for 10 days now, is being closely monitored as Christians around the world pray for his recovery. That was a summary of our top stories. Stay tuned for details coming your way in a jiffy.
Thanks once again for staying on with us, and we flip open tonight's installment from the capital Yaoundé, where the Martinez-Zogo case has witnessed yet another adjournment. The next hearing has been slated for March the 17th. We gather that the delay imposed by the military tribunal in Yaoundé is intended to enable the Court of Appeal deliver its ruling before the trials begin. Here's Beatrice Ngamu.
One adjournment to another. That is what has become of the Martinez-Zogo case at the military court in Yaoundé. This Monday, February 24 again, the hearing has been adjourned for next March 17. The appeal court still to rule against the appeal against judgments before hearings on the trial will begin. Added to this is the arrangement for the transfer of the defendant, Binjongo, alias Atur Esomba, from the Mfo prison to join the others.
Tant que mon client est en détention, ma soif de faire des procédures.
Some 3 weeks from now, the civil, like defense lawyers, will be back in court to get administrative decision at the court and another adjournment. Because the court will continue to examine the different appeals relative to ordinances tabled in that light. Their thirst for real business to begin, hearings, trials, the pressure on the defense counsel. See, as we are suffering, I don't know where in Cameroon you can find a corpse sealed for over 2 years. The pain, the pressure, huge. But since it is justice, we are waiting for justice we will support. What the civil-like defense counsels are having on their plates as far as the Martinez-Zogo case is concerned.
And now, if you're one of those who've been grumbling over the lengthy and cumbersome procedures to obtain a national ID card under Cameroonian skies, this might be good news for you, and that's because the physical enrollment process actually began countrywide today. And applicants who applied or registered online and scheduled appointments were physically present to answer to their own duties and responsibilities at specific police stations countrywide. Here's Chair Hyacinth from Yaoundé.
As announced by the Delegate General for National Security, Martin Bargangele, the physical enrollment process for the new identity card produced within 48 hours has started. Having done their online registration from February 17, here they are with documents for the physical part. At this production center in Bastos, Yaoundé, their documents are verified. Those with complete files guided towards an agent for the exercise. In few minutes, the receipt is printed and handed to the applicant, who receives with joy.
Ça fait plaisir. Bon, par rapport aux autres fois, ça fait plaisir.
It is a pleasure, and I'm waiting for my ID card by 2 p.m. on Wednesday.
Mercredi dans l'après-midi, 14h.
I feel fulfilled and satisfied. The process was smooth and really fast. So I'm happy, and I hope I'll get it in 48 hours as promised, because we all know what has been going on, and I hope this time is the good one.
By midday, this Monday, February 24th, a good number is already registered. We have been receiving the population since morning. We check their documents. If they are okay, we proceed with the enrollment. At this time, we have registered more than 40, and in another center at Oja, more than 20 have been registered. It should be noted that we do this respecting the online appointment. Though many are still skeptical about the online registration process, these early birds found it quite simple.
It's basically filling your own information, and when you're done, you receive an email notification about your appointment, and when the appointment is confirmed, you just come here.
Those who, out of excitement, rush here without carrying out the online process are simply told to go and do the needful before coming back for the physical stage. Meantime, those who have completed the online and the physical stages are highly expecting their national identity cards latest February 26, 2025.
And now a woman and two of her own children have been roasted alive in Gaoundéré, that's in the Adamawa region, after raging flames engulfed their home. In fact, two neighbors who attempted to rescue them also perished in the blaze. Local authorities are investigating the cause of the fire, but already accusing fingers are pointing in the direction of adulterated fuel, otherwise known as zoa. Here's Ndi Morin.
The Gada Mabanga neighborhood in the 2nd district is plunged into mourning and disbelief after a fatal fire broke out around 6 p.m. A human toll is tragic. A pregnant woman, 2 children, and 2 other children from the neighborhood who were present in the house during the incident all perished in the flames. Beyond the human loss, the material damage is significant as the entire section of the house has been reduced to ashes.
Il semblerait qu'il y a un court-circuit et pour le courant est venu brusquement, trouver que les gens mettaient aussi un peu du carburant dans les bouteilles et c'est comme ça que le fire a commencé.
At present, the cause of the deadly fire remains undetermined. Some witnesses suggest a possible short circuit, while others point to a gas leak, blaming the woman who was cooking at the time of the tragedy.
Il y a eu 5 morts qu'on a retrouvés. La maman avec ses 2 enfants, 2 filles et 2 hommes inconnus que moi je ne connais pas leur nom, mais ils sont les enfants du quartier.
The presence of adulterated fuel, commonly known as zoa, has also been highlighted as a potential cause of the fire. The arrival of the fire department, though considered too late, did nothing to mitigate the force of the fire. The husband who was at the mosque for the 6 p.m. prayer narrowly escaped death. Overcome by shock of this tragedy, he was hospitalized after suffering from a malaise.
And from one fire outbreak to another, we now head up to the Bamenda main market, that's in the northwest region, where victims who lost their goods to raging flames last year say they are still awaiting promised assistance from the government. They voiced the reminder in a peaceful demonstration spiced by prayers at the dusk of last week. Here's Sherif Fasale and Annie Collins Annie.
Dressed in black, victims of the February 22, 2024 fire disaster at the Bamenda main market have used prayers and placards to remind government of her promised assistance. This as a way of marking the first anniversary of this Friday, February 21, 2025, About 100 of them gathered at the St. Joseph Metropolitan Cathedral Bamenda, where Christian and Muslim clerics consoled them with prayers, especially for the repose of the souls of the over 10 others who have died allegedly out of frustration.
So that they rebuild the markets. We haven't received any support from the government.
Supported by some traders not affected, they have requested Northwest Elite to help support the ongoing reconstruction of the damaged sheds while they await the outcome of the Senior Divisional Officers Administrative Evaluation Commission.
The project will get down for rebuild these sheds and make it be available as soon as possible.
The mourning traders have lamented that even if the government assistance is to delay, a good location to resettle them to continue business will be of great help.
Material losses. Cynthia Latte, up next, reports that the incident which occurred at the weekend is being blamed on lapses in electrical connections.
Outbreaks caused by electrical faults are on the rise in Cameroon's urban centers, posing a significant threat to lives and property. Experts say many power-related problems originate from substandard erratic electricity supply.
Reliable electricity for 220 to 230 volts, receiving only 180 volts, must work harder, straining both the device and electrical cables. Over time, this weakens the system, increasing the risk of faults.
The expert adds that poorly secured electrical junctions can cause sparks that spread rapidly and are hard to control. He warned that inexperienced installers cannot guarantee the quality of material used, significantly increasing the risks of fire incidents.
Used may not meet safety standards. I strongly urge everyone undertaking electrical projects to consult licensed professionals.
Households are therefore advised to take precautionary steps to prevent fire incidents. Is to unplug high-powered appliances.
To prevent fire incidents during power outages at home, it is important to unplug high-powered appliances such as freezers, air conditioners, and others. Routine inspections of electricals can help prevent electrical fires.
A recent report by the Electricity Distribution Company highlights a troubling trend. About 80% of fire incidents in electrical wiring and connections.
And that was Gladys Ambondiban reporting on the causes of these fires and the outbreaks across the country. Let's get back to that story, material damages. She says poor electrical installations are being suspected as the cause.
A huge quantity of wood and timber turned into ashes and charcoal still smoldered Saturday 22nd February into Sunday 23rd in the Aqua North neighborhood of Douala Fines, reduced to ruins. The incident reportedly started with sparks from an electric pole following the abrupt return of electricity.
By the time it came back, it came as a bomb. Boom! They heard it. Then after getting out, they saw that fire had come, consumed this house because it was with the plan. We had our office bed there and all the documents are burnt.
The flames were so harsh that it was not easy. Right from afar, as I rushed here after I was called, I saw why this part didn't burn down. Effort to extinguish the fire fell short due to the late arrival of the firefighting brigade.
The neighbors, to get them with a bike, thought that with the fire brigade they might do something, but they didn't have sufficient water, and the water they had didn't have a little bit of power.
Woke up employees who lodged behind. We called the firefighters for about 45 minutes to 1 hour, so we had to go find them.
Mais bon, grâce à Dieu, je pense que l'autre côté n'a pas été atteint. Quand on a commencé aussi à attaquer, le feu en a...
So between the Cameroon Medical Council and the Ministry of Public Health, the council says that though the minister's surprise visits will keep on doing his job and will stop at nothing. Here's Beatrice Ngamo reporting from Yaoundé.
Unannounced visits to hospital by health officials is not bad at all. The Cameroon Medical Council says they encourage that, but are not happy with the method of approach. Public Health Minister made it clear the train is on and they will not stop their work.
Mais je crois que cela ne nous empêchera pas de faire notre travail.
So, protection and safety of the Cameroonian population fears filming and sharing their images and videos to the public gives a wrong image about the selfless efforts of health professionals. But compared to private hospitals, he says the difference is clear. Lack of staff. I know, but go to private hospital, you will see.
Mais allez dans les formations sanitaires privées, vous verrez.
Public health boss reiterates he is on the general interest of the population first and not personal fact that every council knows and should remain within their competence. However,
and beyond Cameroon now, as reports from the Vatican indicate that Pope Francis remains in a critical condition with respiratory and kidney problems. He has been in hospital since February the 14th, remember, with pneumonia in both lungs. Nonetheless, the Pope participated in the Holy Mass on Sunday from his hospital room, and his aides are saying that he will definitely come out of it. Meantime, faith leaders across the world are organizing prayer sessions on behalf of Pope Francis, who is, of course, 88 years old and has been at the helm of the Catholic Church for the past 12 years. And that's it for tonight's package. Don't you forget that the brief is up next. More news in French at 1950 with Michael Cliquez. See you tomorrow, same place, same time. Stay safe.